Hey there, fabulous friends. Welcome to Echo English Stories. Do you want to improve your English speaking? Then this story is absolutely perfect for you. Today I am excited to share an inspiring story with you. You can practice shadowing along the way. Remember, shadowing means listening carefully, then joyfully repeating after the audio. This trains your mouth and brain to think in English. This story is about a shy student. She faces the challenge of speaking in front of others. One day she is given the chance to give a big presentation. What happens next? Let's discover the adventure together. Now let's dive into the story.
My name is Lily. This is a story about fear, courage, and finding your voice. I am 18 years old. I am a high school student in New York. My parents are from China. They moved here 20 years ago. I speak English well at home, but at school, I feel nervous to speak. I am very shy. I always sit in the back of the classroom. When the teacher asks questions, I look down. I hope nobody notices me. My biggest fear is speaking in front of people. Even ordering food at a restaurant makes me shake. My hands get sweaty. My voice becomes very quiet. Sometimes I cannot speak at all. My best friend is Emma. She is the opposite of me. Emma speaks loudly and confidently. She joins the team. She performs in school plays. One day, my English teacher made an announcement. Everyone must give a 5-minute speech next month, she said. My heart stopped beating. I felt like I might faint. I wanted to run out of the classroom. I told my parents about the speech. My mother said, "You must do it, Lily." My father said, "Remember why we came to America. We wanted you to have opportunities." But how can I speak when I'm so scared? I asked. That night, I could not sleep. I kept thinking about the speech. The next day, I went to see my teacher. "Mrs. Johnson," I said quietly, "I have a problem." "I know you're scared of public speaking," she said. "I was like you when I was your age." She gave me some advice. "Start small," she said. "Practice with one person first, then 2 people. Build up slowly." I decided to try her advice. First, I practiced my speech alone in my room. I looked in the mirror. I tried to speak clearly, but my voice still shook. Then I asked Emma to listen. I stood in front of her. My hands were shaking. My voice was very quiet. But Emma smiled and said, "Good job, Lily." She gave me a thumbs up. The next day, I practiced with Emma and 2 other friends. It was harder with more people. I made a mistake and wanted to stop. But my friends clapped and said, "Keep going." I finished my speech. I felt a little better. Every day, I practiced with more classmates. Sometimes I felt like crying. Sometimes I wanted to quit. But I remembered my teacher's words. Start small. Build up slowly. 1 week before the speech, something bad happened. I tried to speak in front of 5 people. I forgot all my words. I stood there with my mouth open. Nobody said anything. I ran out of the room crying. I went home early from school. I told my parents I would not do the speech. I can't do it, I cried. My mother held me close. Lily, remember the story of the bamboo? When bamboo first grows, you see nothing. But underground, roots are growing strong. Then suddenly, it grows very tall. You have been practicing. Your roots are strong now. The next day, I went back to school. I decided to try one more time. I practiced all weekend. I recorded myself speaking. I watched the videos to improve. I stood in front of the mirror for hours. On Monday, I asked my teacher if I could try again. She smiled and said yes. I stood in front of 7 classmates. My heart was beating fast. I took a deep breath. I began my speech about climate change. At first, my voice was quiet. But I kept going. Halfway through, something changed. I forgot I was nervous. I cared about my topic so much. I spoke with passion. When I finished, everyone clapped loudly. Emma gave me a big hug. You did it, she said. The day of the big presentation arrived. I walked into the classroom. My hands were not shaking. I felt calm. I looked at my classmates. I began my speech. I spoke clearly and slowly. I made eye contact with people. I even smiled a little. When I finished, the whole class stood up and clapped. My teacher said, "That was excellent, Lily." After class, many students came to talk to me. Your speech was so good, they said. I felt proud of myself. That night, I told my parents what happened. My father smiled and said, "I am so proud of you." My mother hugged me tightly. You found your voice, she said. Now, I still get nervous sometimes. But I know I can do it. I joined the school news team. I speak up more in class. Last week, I even volunteered to lead a group project. My teacher asked me to help other shy students. I teach them what I learned. Start small, I tell them. Build up slowly. Fear doesn't disappear overnight, but courage grows with practice. I used to think my quiet nature was a weakness. Now I know it can be a strength. Quiet people listen well. We think before we speak. Our words have meaning. This experience taught me something important. We all have fears, but we also have the power to overcome them. It doesn't happen all at once. It happens one small step at a time. Now when I feel scared, I remember the bamboo. Growth happens even when you can't see it. My voice is stronger now. Not just for speeches, for everything in my life. I speak up when I see something wrong. I share my ideas with confidence. I help others find their voices too. This is my story. It started with silence and ended with speaking. It started with fear and ended with courage. I am living proof that you can overcome your biggest fears. Now I wake up each day ready to face new challenges. I am proud of who I am becoming. Truly proud. For the first time, I am not afraid to share my voice with the world.
Thank you for watching this English learning story. If you enjoyed practicing your listening and speaking skills with us, please subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories. Remember, every new word you learn opens a door to a wider world. We'll see you in the next story.